Hey everyone, it's another day of That's All Funny where we, talk about stuff that's all funny. My headphones still bother me. I need to fucking get a job so I can fucking buy new headphones. um, Nothing's been up here. Shit, we're already at Friday, right? Shit, I gotta start like my weekend project for school. I don't even know how intricate it might be, but I don't know. I'll mess with it tomorrow or Saturday. That way no, I either have to do it tomorrow or Sunday. Cause Saturday I'm watching SummerSlam, probably maybe with mint salad. If not, I'll at least watch it and review it. But yeah, today was just chill. I watched all of Twisted Metal, so I'll probably review that. It was all right. I'll spoil it for you. It was okay. It sets up for the tournament, so like, okay, you're like, all right, and I'm hoping to get some like interviews from you know, for the next couple of weeks, maybe a person here, a person there. That'd be fun. I know I really liked interviewing Josh Potter and Sunfire. They were real great. If you haven't heard those yet, you could check them out on Patreon or anywhere, Patreon or the podcast or YouTube. Yeah. Which, by the way, Patreon. Sign up for my Patreon. That helps support me. uh, it's $5 a month. You get everything. You get some bonuses. Content and shit like that. So, ad free podcasts, bonuses, early releases. How can you go wrong? But yeah, let's take a look at what we're looking at today. And yeah, I'm trying to upload something up to YouTube. It's almost done. Um, Lizzo is denying her former dancer's allegations in sexual harassment, and her quote is what did she put here? My character has been criticized. Usually I chose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories from ex-staffers who she claims already publicly admitted they were reprimanded for inappropriate behavior on tour have been gut-wrenchingly difficult to endure and overwhelmingly disappointed. She's saying, oh look, here's what the lawsuit says. The law, The lawsuit alleges Lizzo urged the dancers to touch nude performers at a club in Amsterdam, to catch dildos launched from their vaginas, and to eat bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. It also alleges Lizzo had concerns about Davis gaining too much weight on the tour. Um, I don't know. And then it says there was a documentarian that had come forward mere hours after the suit was filed, claiming she was working with Lizzo on a 2019 documentary, but walked away after 2 weeks because she was treated with such disrespect by her. And I mean, I could see it, like your whole life you're made fun of and shit like that, 'cause she's fat or black or whatever, and then she's like in a position of power, and she's gonna talk shit to whoever she wants to talk shit to. It's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of like Ellen, like Ellen was probably made fun of for being like a woman that was a lesbian in that specific time, where women couldn't really be comedians and then lesbians, blah blah blah. So she started like hating people. Like she's like, I'm not gonna let people fucking do that shit to me anymore. I'm gonna put my foot down, with the iron fist. Or yeah, keep people under my iron fist. But like, I don't blame her, but at the same time, like, I mean, y'all are the ones that built her up to be this like god of some sort of proportions where she could do whatever she wants, and now that she's doing whatever she wants, everyone's like, well, why is she doing whatever she wants? It's like, dude, y'all built her up to do that shit. Y'all made her diva. a diva like status, you know. But whatever, we'll move on for that. From that, news story. Damn, fucking tired. Here's a headline: a first generation iPod sells for a record $29,000, and this is something that in 2001 would have sold for $399. And it's still in its original sealed packaging. Was originally sold via limited liability corporation created by Raleigh. So I guess it was like for a specific company. But yeah, I mean it looks nice. I don't know. I mean, I never had one of the original iPods. And I remember I had a friend that had that very first, like, the Motorola Rocker where it had iTunes on it. And yeah, we thought it was like so cool, you know. It was a weird, stupid phone, but it was so cool to have like iTunes, you know, back then. Yeah, I remember I can picture it like that orange phone. Or it's like white and orange, I think, or something, but it was trippy, you know, to like, oh, you know, I could download music. Oh my god, why am I so fucking tired? Like, oh, I could download music. Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah. And I had a badass like Sony Ericsson phone that I put fucking, you know, you had to have its own memory cards, and I would fit like 30 songs on it and jam out to those 30 songs. Is pretty badass. I'd have Carly Simon. It's pretty cool. Um, here's a pretty interesting headline. California child marriage ban faces opposition from Planned Parenthood, and it's kind of strange, but I understand the idea of it. Like, uh, apparently in California, it's the only state where you can marry someone under 18, right? Which people don't like that, of course. That's a good thing not to like, right? Why should people under 18 get married? Because they're children. They don't know what they're doing, right? They're minors. But organizations like Planned Parenthood, the Children's Law Center, and the American Civil Liberties Union are for this law, and here's why. It's because it concerns them that putting an age requirement on marriage could set the stage for a slippery slope when it comes to constitutional rights of a minor's reproductive choices, specifically an age requirement, you know, in as far as being a minor when they try to seek an abortion. California and Mississippi are the only two states where there is no minimum age requirement to get married. And I had no idea that that was a fact. That's pretty fucking crazy. Mississippi. That's so random. That makes sense in California. It says here most states have a minimum marriage age of 16 with parental consent, although it can range from as low as 14 to as high as 18. That's fucking crazy that there's no age requirement. Like, you could probably marry a 2-year-old or something. That's fucking insane. Oh shit. No wonder why all the pedos come from California. In Mississippi, I'm sure that shit's going down. You just don't hear it, you know, or hear about it. It's all kept quiet when the like in the back moonshine, back rivers, the back roads. But yeah, I understand like both arguments, but I mean, if you want to go the slippery slope route, look what happened when it's like, oh, just let gays get married, and then now look where we're at. You know what I mean? So that was a slippery slope that everyone fucking was like, oh, it's not gonna hurt anyone if the gays get married, and now we're talking about, you know, fucking letting people be cats in costumes at school and shit, and you know, it's insane what we've become as a nation. It's not good. Here's a headline: Louisiana law requires "In God We Trust" to be displayed in classrooms. And I mean, I don't care. That's on our fucking money, isn't it? Like, who cares? That I don't know. That's kind of like in every bathroom it has to say please wash your hands, you know? Like, who the fuck cares if it says in God we trust wherever, you know? Someone's going to draw a dick on it or something. So like, who cares? I really don't. Besides, it doesn't say like what specific God. So I feel like if it said a specific God, like in our Christian God we trust, or in our fucking Jewish God we trust, I maybe have more backlash to it. But there's no particular God that it trusts in. So you know, I don't see the big deal about putting God we trust in all the classrooms. Like I said, they got wash your hands in the fucking bathrooms, and you know, all the places where like you need to wash your hands. If you're required to look at this in God we trust, whatever. I don't really give a shit. That California marriage thing though, that kind of like bothers me. Like shit. Like I get why people are moving from California to Texas. Well, Texas, here in Texas it's 17. 17. The rise of a king and the fall of a queen. Oh, 17. 17. 17. The rise of a king and the fall of a queen. Oh, 17. The dreams were meant to be 17. Yeah. So like here in Texas, it's 17. And then I think in Colorado, there's like a Romeo and Juliet law, which is like, it cracks you up that that's like the name of the law because, you know, they both died or whatever. But where like a kid can marry another kid if they're like 3 years apart. So it's like, oh, if the kid's 18, he's an adult, but he could marry a fucking what? So 15-year-old because they're only 3 years apart or whatever. So that's a Romeo and Juliet law, something like that. And again, I don't know why it's named that. Like that story ends in a tragedy. Why the fuck would you name your law that? That fucking retards. But yeah, that's another episode. We'll end with the retard note. Let me know what you think about Lizzo being the huge monster that she is, and that we all knew, and you know, we all expected. She's only gonna get more and more evil. She should have played Ursula in that new fucking Little Mermaid. She would have been the perfect Ursula. I think so. Actually, yeah, I think she would have been the perfect one. But if they were going for like an all fucking, let's just change everybody's fucking race and make her evil, she should have like embraced it too, you know. So when she did turn evil, no one gave a shit. Kind of like with that dude who played Homelander. Like when he ended up, the dude playing Homelander in The Boys, when he ended up like being a girl beater, like he beat someone up or beat his girlfriend up, and it was in the news for a little bit, but no one gave a shit because it's like, oh well, I mean, look at the character he plays. He plays a fucking crazy asshole, you know. So you get away with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments and all that what you think of the episode. Like, subscribe, share, rate, review, all that good shit. We'll keep it coming each and every day because that's what we do here. I'm trying to get into more, you know, like I said, wrestling reviews, TV show reviews, all that shit. But check out the Patreon if you want to help support the grind, the daily grind, because I'm just here trying to exist. And yeah, just what's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? When I love to explore that shore up above, out of the sea. Wish I could be part of your world. No, but thank y'all for listening. Check out the site retrohorroring.com for the new T-shirt that just came out, the 3D Lorenzo. $25 shipped. You get some stickers. Just hit me up or hit up the website, and or hit me up on Instagram or Twitter at Lorenzo Ariola if you want to buy one. And again, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Take care and be safe. Bye.